All right, ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. I am a little disappointed to say that I'm down again today. As you guys can see from the thumbnail, down 1K, man, down 1K. This is my max loss right now. It's just a little disappointing to see that in back-to-back days, I'm red 3 for 3 on the main stocks that I'm trading. So, coming in tomorrow is a very important day. No pressure because there's no pressure at any time here, but we got to look forward to getting ourselves back on the right side of things. And I'm gonna look to size down just a little bit tomorrow, just to make sure I can connect. Because right now we're having some issues connecting. Let's start off here. We'll talk about stock TENX, and of course this one was leading the way today on the scanner, right? I do use Momo Pro as my scanner. TENX at the time was leading the way. It might have sold off since, but for sure earlier this thing was up 100+%. Right now it's only up 20%, so it definitely sold off quite a bit. But it was mostly a pre-market move. For those people who love to trade pre-market, they might have done extremely well on this stock. I mean, this thing from 8:30 a.m. from $9 all the way to 23. If you're being aggressive pre-market, you're pushing size out there, you might have made 50 grand on this thing, man. Who knows? More moderate size, maybe you might have made a good 5 grand or something, right? So TENX was a stock of the day, into the open. Of course, we'd want to see some sort of continuation. It doesn't have to be immediately, but can we get up there to 25, 30, 35 if possible, get more of a move? But it was quite the opposite. From the open, we sold off all the way down to 10 bucks. This thing dropped and dropped hard, and I wasn't able to get anything really, right? I was green on some trades, unrealized, but looking for a bigger move and ended up taking losses. Tomorrow, I think something for me in terms of adjustment is, hey, take the 10, 15 cents, even on a more expensive stock, right? Usually on a stock at like $6 and below, 10, 15 cents is great. But on a stock at 20 bucks, I'm expecting 50, 60, 70, 80 cents a dollar share plus. And situations like this where over 2020, we get up to 2090, you're looking for a little bit more of a move, but the stock comes right back down. So just got to be a little bit more careful, got to be a little bit quicker. I think both today and yesterday, I'm a little slow towards some entries, which resulted in higher fills. The moment I see something I like, I need to be in immediately, not even giving it a second or a second thought. That way I can be in nicely and potentially get the move that I'm looking for, taking my quick gains. So TENX, again, just sold off hard. HSDT, the other stock here that we were looking at, this one, I mean, just pretty crazy. Opening up, big drop, ripping up higher. The 1 minute candle here made the new high, but it's a little choppy. We dip down and then rip. And then right here it got a little interesting. In this area here, if you were very quick to buy the pullbacks, you could have potentially done well. If from 890 up to 947, from to 897 up to 950, it did very well. It did very well here. I think I could have been a little bit more aggressive in some of these areas. Like if we come back to 934, let's go ahead and just double check and see how many of those dip trades I took. I can't remember exactly. So let's see, the first time at 33, the first time I'm in at 9. I think this is for the dip. Maybe it might have been for the breakout. It's hard to say. But let's see. 35, we're back in at 03, we're out at 15. And then we sold some more at 44. So there was a good trade there. Oh, okay, I remember. Okay, so now we dip down. I'm in high. I get lucky here getting out flat. And then, I'm in a little higher. So we really wanted to wait for some of these entries very low. And, we caught a few of them, but with very small size at the time, sizing down a bit, making sure, we can find the right stock. But ultimately, we're going to buy that dip one too many times, right? In here at 02, out at 86, and in at 87, out at 88. And at this time, let's see, it's 41. So we've pulled away here. and then we came back down, and this is area here is where I tried buying it. You can see I got a little choppy and then sold off. We did avoid this big flush out, which was great, but you really have to be dialed in into this area here to capture some of these trades. We did all right, but we needed to do a better job with size, especially in that area. Other than that, this stock sold off. This stock sold off. So you guys know, for me, I prefer uptrending momentum. Stocks that are opening and red to green to the highs like that. Instead, we open, sold off to the lows. So, you know, we gotta, I know what my strengths are, right? So I gotta be careful moving forward. I don't mind being sideways and flat. I just need to not be red. I've been red these last 2 days, which is not good. NVIV, this one was a little bit more disappointing because, you know, this was the only one that moved up. And I actually will come back to this one. AGFY. AGFY also moved up, and you know, at the time we had this bottoming wick. I just told myself, hey, reduce size, take it slow, take it easy, because we're not really seeing anything great. And that was the right call. But the moment we had this bottoming wick, I got super aggressive and started pushing size. And it wasn't a bad area to push size because this is such a bullish candle. But we weren't able to connect, man. The price action is a little funky, a little tricky. Wasn't able to do well, and you know, ultimately lost here. So I did take my first loss came at 42. So after the other stocks sold off, I switched over, and this thing pushed over VWAP at 95. So we had 96, it pulled back 94, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna take the entry here, and it dips down all the way to 90. Took a loss of 200 bucks, 5,000 shares. I'll show you guys this order. That's at 43. That's right here. At 43, I'm in 94. And you know, I could have done a better job stopping out, I think, because at one point I was down like a cent and a quarter, but I kind of hesitated to give it a chance. And the next thing I knew, this thing was down at 90, and I'm like, you know, I lost 250 bucks there. I was pretty disappointed with that trade because there's no way I should be losing 250 because, you know, each penny is $50. If I lose a cent or two, okay, I'm down 100 bucks or 50 bucks. To be down like 250, 260, whatever it was, it's just frustrating here. Just a little disappointed. So, you know, I sized down a bit. I'm like, okay, let me size down a bit, try and get a good bearing on this thing. You know, break of one, I'm gonna try aggressively at 99, stopping out at 96. This is where I'm gonna lose my second 200 bucks, which is right in this area here, as we pushed up to one. So again, aggressive red to green. We kind of get chopped out with small size here, not quite getting this candle. And I thought it might have been so aggressive that it wanted to push right through $1 for maybe consecutive green candles. It gets rejected. Then it gives the move over one without me. Break of one. You know, I expected it to open up a little bit more. It didn't. Just a, you know, so between those two trades, I lost 400. And then another 150 or so, or 180 or so in the range up here, and then sideways action. Just a little frustration because this one was actually uptrending. This is what I like, and I still lost. Not good, man. Not good. Not good. Lastly, NVVE, or NVIV rather. I'm just saying random names here. This one, similar to AGFY, where, you know, a little tricky to trade on level 2 in time and sales. We also had areas where we would drop a fair amount. Now, granted, I did miss the bulk of this move here. I wasn't gonna call. Had a call that I was on. Missed this entire move. Let's put on the show trades. Where did I come in here? Let's see. Okay, I came in all the way after, yeah, and then even here I had I bought the wrong order entry. I had two order entries that I thought was open, or at least I had one open. I thought the other was open as well. It wasn't. I ended up buying the wrong stock completely, and I would have been in, I think, if I would have gotten the fill at 90. But I was already kind of late, right? Again, I had a call. I missed this entire thing. Maybe if I could have caught here, this breakout, maybe I could have done extremely well. I don't know, it's hard to say, but I missed that. I missed this. I come after the halt. The halt trade was trash. Sorry to say that aggressively, but the halt trade was trash. Took losses here. Big Steve was saying he also took some losses in this area. And then it's curling up, but I was at a place where I'm like, man, you know what? I think I hit my max loss. I'm done because I lost like 200. Down like 900 on the day. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm done. I saw it giving this higher low, but I was like, you know what? I'm not interested. Then it goes red, and then a huge green candle and a huge move up. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I came back. I tried to watch the dip here. I tried 92 thinking we would curl back up to 99. I'm like, okay, we had a bit of an extended pullback, but we're still seeing a bit of an ABCD, despite I don't love the pivot being a little high, right? This area here. But it's all good. All good in the neighborhood. And can we curl back up in this area like this and retest those highs? That was not the case. So I stopped out, and then that was it. If I was paying attention throughout this entire move, could I have captured something on this bottoming wick? Perhaps. But that's how it goes. Sometimes you just need to catch those key candlesticks. And that I did not do. I'll be back tomorrow. Down 2K over the last 2 days. Not great. We got to size down a bit. Just a little disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. We've been in this situation countless times. We know what we need to do. And it comes down to sizing down, protecting ourselves, and making sure that the opportunities are actually there, right? We want the opportunities to be plentiful, to be frequent and close together, not scarce and wide apart, right? We kind of butchered that a little bit, but yeah. Few and far apart. We don't want the opportunities to be scarce. We want the opportunities to be plentiful. So I got to keep an eye out tomorrow. Got to be a little bit more cautious in terms of just selection, making sure I'm trading the right stocks, making sure that I'm getting quick trades, no hesitating in areas where I like the entry, and then getting green and getting out. Hey guys, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget, it's been Relentless Trader. Quick recap here. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Check out those links down below. If you want to get involved in the classes, guys, if you want to get involved in the chapters, feel free to check out the Merciless Markets. The links are down below. Check out the scanner as well if you're interested in this. And I'll catch you guys later. All right. MMU, guys, Merciless Markets. So I'm heading out. I got to head out of the office here. I'll catch you guys bright and early at 9:15 a.m. for another beautiful day.